Welcome to day 9 of Worthwhile Watches San Martin Mania! This is a 10-part, 1 video per day series where I give you a 4K close-up view of my entire current San Martin collection, along with my opinions, good and bad, about each one. If you missed any of the previous 8 days, well, go check those out, they're pretty cool. And whether you're already a San Martin fan or you want to learn more about San Martin watches,
here we go again. You've come to the right place, my boy.
Day 9 and 10 are my top 2 favorite San Martins in my collection. And this was quite a difficult decision because these are very close, and each one has pros and cons. But for day 9, I picked this one, the SN0129 with red desert textured dial. I did a full review of this watch last year. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll leave a link to it in the description if you're interested. This one came so close to being the top pick, but there are just a couple things that keep it in the number 2 spot. First, let's quickly go over the specs. This watch features a 39mm case with a compact 46.3mm lug-to-lug. Weight sized for me is 142 grams, offering a good amount of heft without being a burden on the wrist. The bracelet tapers from 20mm down to 16mm at the clasp, and the clasp is 18mm wide. This clasp does feature the excellent tool-free micro-adjust system that San Martin has been using on many of their recent designs, and it offers quick and easy adjustability. The one dimension I haven't mentioned yet is thickness, which is 13mm. While this isn't outrageously thick, for a 3-hand, go-anywhere-do-anything Gata-style watch, it's a bit tubby compared to some of its competitors and even other San Martin watches that we've seen in this series that use the same Seiko NH35 movement. So even though it's by no means a deal breaker and it still wears nicely on the wrist, it just comes across as a little bit less refined than similar, thinner watches. This is such a nice watch that it's these little details that can separate first and second place. Thickness aside, this watch is incredibly well finished. The combination of brushing and polishing is just right in my opinion. The top surfaces are mostly brushed, but the highly polished edges of the bezel and case really give this watch some pop without going too far. Along with the usual polished bevels, this case also has little pops of polish along the inner lug surface, which is an interesting touch. All these small bits of polish contrasting the brushed surfaces give this case a distinctive look and add nice variety and visual interest to the case design. The polished indices and hands complement the gleaming case and add to the contrast of the striking red dial. The desert texture is subtle, but in certain light becomes quite dramatic. The rich red fades to black along the perimeter, and the effect is captivating to look at. I've been wearing this watch regularly for about a year and a half, and I still find this dial mesmerizing every time I wear it. Even things I would normally find distracting, like the non-color match date wheel at 3 o'clock, or the blue glint of AR coating along the edge of the crystal, just add to the overall visual interest in my opinion. As far as the look of the dial and case, I really have no complaints, and this is a watch I never get tired of looking at. So what's the other factor keeping it out of the number 1 spot? Again, it's not really a bad thing, it just comes down to comparison with similar competitors. It's the Seiko NH35 movement. This is not a bad movement. I like the NH35 quite a lot. They're usually reliable and reasonably accurate and easy to regulate, but they run at 21,600 vibrations per hour or 6 ticks per second, and they're not especially thin movements. When compared to the Miyota 9015, which runs at 8 ticks per second or 28,800 vibrations per hour, the Miyota has a smoother second-hand sweep, and the movement itself is about 1.4 millimeters thinner than the NH35, allowing for thinner and more refined case designs. So again, there's nothing wrong with the NH35, it's just a matter of refinement when compared to other similar watches. This San Martin SN0129 is an absolute joy to wear, and I find myself choosing this one over more expensive options and more well-known brands just because I find the look of it so appealing. It's a subjective thing, and your opinion may vary. But this has also been as reliable and solid as just about anything in my collection, and with a couple small tweaks, this could be an all-time favorite for me. This watch is still available in several color options, in 3-hand or GMT versions. As I always say, make sure you check around for the best price. As of this recording, it seems Watchdives and AliExpress have pretty good prices for these. So with praise this high for my number 2 pick, number 1 has got to be pretty special. So I hope you'll come back tomorrow and join me for the conclusion of San Martin Mania and the number 1 pick. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. It really helps out. If you're not subscribed, I hope you'll click that subscribe button right away and leave a like and comment while you're at it. I always enjoy reading your comments. I'll see you tomorrow for day 10. And whatever you have on your wrist today, I hope you find it as mesmerizing as I find.